story moment. Damn. Ooh! Beanie saved my ass! I won! At least for now.
A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, I made my girlfriend play Jedi Fallen Order. In honor of May the 4th, my girlfriend took a dive into one of the most popular franchises on the planet.
This is so cool. This is so Star Wars.
Up until playing this game, she would have told you she knew a lot about Star Wars, but the Force works in mysterious ways. She knows enough to get herself around and has seen all the movies, but despite her high midichlorian count, the Council has decided not to grant her the title of Master. So instead, it's back to square one as a Padawan. But if she plays her cards right, she might end up knighted at the end of all this. May the Force be with you. Jedi Fallen Order takes place in the wake of Order 66 and the purging of the Jedi. At the risk of oversimplifying things, the people with the blue lightsabers are being hunted into extinction by the ones with the red ones.
That was just his headphones! That's so fucking funny.
Our main character, Cal Kestis, is a Jedi in hiding, working as a scrapper on the planet Bracca. He's managed to lay low for the last few years, but unfortunately my girlfriend meets him on the very same day that he blows his cover. Damn, talk about bad luck.
No! Shit, Nick, it was a quick scene. I don't know if I clicked it in time. Oh!
Having used the Force, Cal realized he was in danger and was only a matter of time before the Empire tracked him down.
What the hell? Why can't I open it? This is a situation. What the fuck?
He knew he had to get off this rock quick, but didn't have many options without a ship.
Who is this guy?
Apprentice, mark well and listen.
Master.
Trust
Master?
only in the Force.
Whoa.
Unfortunately, before he was able to even make a move, the Inquisitors were already hot on his scent and 3 steps ahead.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
With his Jedi identity revealed, he's got no other choice but to fight off the Empire and try his best to escape.
No! Oh, we revealed ourselves.
This, a lightsaber.
She has the double. She is the Darth Maul.
I found the
Fuck!
Jedi.
For all the folks who missed the bus on Star Wars, the game takes place between the prequel trilogy of films and the original trilogy. If you're already a fan of the series, then you'll especially love today's video sponsor, Displate. From the Star Wars movies to the shows and everything in between, Displate has got you covered. Displates are a refreshing and elevated alternative to your standard paper posters. And I guess you could say that in a lightsaber duel, they have the high ground. Fear not though, because if these aren't the droids you're looking for, you're sure to find something you like. Between their officially licensed designs and artwork from thousands of artists, there's more than 2 million options to choose from. If you're looking to spice up your room, then rest assured there are no Jedi mind tricks here, and hanging them up couldn't be easier. Still feeling the aftershock from our move, and having to hang 101 things on the wall for our leading lady.
You look really good hanging my art.
I look good doing everything, Taryn.
Hanging displates are a nice breath of fresh air for me personally, especially since she can never settle on where she wants what, and thankfully, swapping displates in and out is a total breeze. It was also nice that I didn't need to bust out any of my tools, because mounting the magnet and poster can all be done by hand. Not to mention, we're still trying to make friends around here, and not annoying your neighbors with a hammer on the shared wall is a great first step to getting invited to those summer barbecues. With a quick delivery time, you'll have your room decorated faster than the Millennium Falcon's hyperdrive. So use our link in the description or the code BOYMEETSGIRL to get up to 42% off on your new displates, and have the best decorated room in the galaxy. Even with his Jedi powers, he's still rusty from his suppression of the Force. Not to mention, he's at the mercy of my girlfriend's control.
Oh, wait, how do I roll? I died.
Oh,
It's okay, it gives me more chance. Maybe I'll see the tutorial again.
I think you need to hit them.
I do.
Fortunately, like riding a bike, you never really forget how to use the Force, and with a little bit of help from his adrenaline, Cal manages to slice a path forwards. The opening sequence asks my girlfriend to fight her way through Stormtrooper after Stormtrooper, which ironically makes for great tutorial enemies since they're about as bad at aiming here as they are in the movies.
Uh-oh. This is the lady, evil lady, isn't she?
At the end of the gauntlet, my girlfriend has to face off with the second sister, an Inquisitor who far outclasses Cal's current strength. It feels like a hopeless battle because it is a hopeless battle.
Oh, shit, okay. Ah! Not the hair, not the hair, not the hair. They're helping me. Man, I was really close to dead, I think.
But just at the brink of defeat, she's rescued by some friendly faces. With their ship, she finally has the means to escape, which kicks off her adventure proper.
Okay, shut that thing off.
He's with me, he's with me.
Too often, movie tie-in games struggle to earn the name attached to them, but Jedi Fallen Order proudly wears the Star Wars name. Within the first hour of the game, you fall right into place in your role as a Jedi and your mission to resist the Empire.
Are they gonna be able to sense my Force?
I believe that vault holds the key to rebuilding the Jedi Order. But it requires someone strong in the Force to pass its test.
Oh.
Having landed on the first planet, Bogano, my girlfriend is free to explore and test out her limits. This game was praised at release for having a little bit of everything, and she was quick to find out what that meant.
Sorry, local fauna.
You definitely, wait for everything to hit you before, hitting back.
It's because I'm the new person.
Combat can be described as a splice of Souls-like with hack and slash elements. Battles focus on a lot of parrying to break posture, but all in all have much easier timing due to the parry windows being more forgiving. Since my girlfriend's been around the Souls block a time or two, I expected nothing but her best. Things started out pretty strong, but unfortunately this frog spent a good chunk of her first day bullying her.
Oh. Ogdo Bogdo? Oh, God. Oh, his tongue is unavoidable. Shit. Can I, parry? I think I'm dead. Oh, he knows he killed me.
Part of the challenge of Ogdo Bogdo is that he's a big step up in difficulty compared to the cannon fodder of stormtroopers from the prologue. He acts as a skill check, but arguably the biggest hurdle is that you can stumble upon him before anything else on the planet, which coincidentally was exactly what happened to my girlfriend.
Oh, no.
That's where the Metroidvania part of the game comes into play. Like most Metroidvanias, you're given the freedom to explore and discover things in whatever order you like. There's an intended direction to follow, but looking for goodies off the beaten path is all part of the fun. If you want to keep your XP, you gotta either beat him or hit him and run. I think she can beat him.
There is no hitting and running around this house.
I was gonna say, you haven't been here long enough. In this instance, my girlfriend would have been much better off finding stims for healing before challenging her first mini-boss. Although, since she skipped them, she had to tackle this battle without any way to recover. It was certainly a trial by fire, but the good news was that it taught her some valuable lessons about combat early on in her journey. Nice. Okay, you're out of force. You can charge it back up. Oh. Use the Force, Tarny.
I think today is going to be a third coffee kind of day.
Hacking and slashing will certainly get the job done on some enemies, but the way to deal the real big damage is through parrying and breaking stance. Not only that, but she had to remember that she was still a Jedi. She always has the Force in her back pocket to ease the learning curve and give her some breathing room. Right now, all she can do with it is slow things down, but that's pretty useful when you're trying to learn combos to parry. Despite the inability to heal, with enough practice, the frog was defeated. Oh, that's what I'm talking about, Taryn, girl.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm talking. It's
That's
that
what
easy,
I'm saying.
right? What did we just say? It's like her worst attempt is followed by her best.
I bet y'all didn't think this was gonna be the one.
Metroidvania is a genre she's no stranger to, and to couple that with the Souls-light elements, well, you can tell she's in for a good time with this one. With the frog no longer distracting her, she could get back on track and progress through the main story missions. True to my girlfriend's nature, she's made herself a friend, and even if she doesn't know it quite yet, gained herself an obligatory Star Wars droid companion.
A little robot guy!
Hey,
Do I get my own droid?
81. I'm Cal.
BD1?
Going into this, there was never any doubt that BD1 would be her favorite character in the game, and having him join her only increased her excitement about playing each day.
BD1. Buddy Droid 1? That is so freaking cute. Ah!
On to what Bogano was hiding. She discovered a vault that contains a holocron with coordinates to a bunch of Force-sensitive children. The Empire is after this information in their quest to make the Jedi extinct, and now Cal's mission is to open the vault and secure the holocron in order to keep the children safe himself.
The fate of the Jedi Order lies in your hands.
That's a lot of pressure.
My girlfriend opened up 2 planets with leads on how to open the vault here, Zeffo and Dathomir. And one of these things is not like the other. Everyone is screaming Dathomir, which makes me nervous for Taryn's safety. Our chat did their best to convince her to go to Dathomir first because they knew full well what was waiting for her, but she could tell that they were acting suspicious. They're voting right now.
What? We're voting? I
Well,
thought this was my playthrough.
It is your playthrough. I just told them they could have a vote. I didn't.
Oh.
I said it's up to the leading lady.
I see.
I'll be back. I've let go of the steering wheel and the stream has gone off the rails while you're gone. Have fun. Even with me helping in their efforts, my girlfriend outsmarted our outsmarting and opted to go to the easier planet Zeffo, which is the intended path for a first playthrough.
He has a cheeky grin on his face. He is so fucking with me.
I don't know. I think Zeffo is defo the hard one, Taryn. Speaking of which, while we're in transit to Zeffo, I'll take an opportunity to point you all to our second channel, Girl Meets Boy. Taryn's entire playthrough of Jedi Fallen Order was done live over on our Twitch, and you can find all the VODs on the Girl Meets Boy YouTube channel. We get requested all the time to upload her full playthrough somewhere, and I'm happy to share that your prayers have finally been answered.
I really need to use the restroom, which is not helping with the thinking, so I'm gonna be right back.
I love Sam going, I've been here 90 minutes and 0 story progress has been made.
Don't
It's
you
rough
love
out
it?
here.
Nah, this is why you're here.
I was gonna say, isn't that kind of what you sign up for when you join a stream? We'd like to do more of our Made My Girlfriend plays like this in the future, so go and show that channel some love to let us know that you want more. While we're at it, be sure to go follow us over on Twitch so you can watch her next playthrough live as well. Years from now, we'll tell the story. We were there when Taryn swam through water and climbed a vine. You guys all get to see what it's like to be me every month. Just watching Taryn. As you can see, it's quite entertaining. Before leaving Planet Bogano, Cal managed to pick up an important Force ability from his past, letting him wall run. This is how much of your progress works in Fallen Order. I'm a big fan of Cal being a younger Jedi with most of his Force powers repressed because it gives us a tangible perspective on his growth during the story. The way he slowly recuperates his Force powers through flashbacks and consequently how those powers expand the world gives his journey an organic feel. The Force is a living, breathing thing inside of him, and as he grows, so too do his abilities.
I can wall run. Okay, I knew these like stripy walls looked like I could do something with them. I just couldn't climb them.
From a mechanical perspective, this lends itself to the game being a Metroidvania because it allows parts of the world to be gated by exploration on other planets. But probably what I find the most cool is that many of the Force powers double in usefulness between exploration and combat. They function as tools for navigation in the world while also acting as potent weapons in battle.
My favorite.
Found you, intruder.
He didn't stand a chance.
Many of the upgrade nodes on the level up screen require Cal's deeper understanding of the Force, which allows you to gradually unlock the more powerful abilities in the level tree as you advance further into the story. The skills are entirely for fighting off the bad guys, and some of them make once difficult opponents feel as flimsy as the stormtroopers on the train from the opening act. Which is to say, many of the tougher enemies aren't pushovers, but ironically they can literally be pushed over with the Force.
I'm doing kicks.
On her first visit to planet Zeffo, my girlfriend's primary goal is to simply collect information. Having fallen under Imperial control, the Zeffo tombs are being excavated by the Empire, which means that she'll have to fight off stormtroopers while she searches for answers. This is more or less her opportunity to get more comfortable with the game's combat and movement systems. Oh shit.
Oh man, they're like, they have a freaking rocket? Can I reflect the rocket?
That's how that works, Taryn.
No.
It was a valiant effort, girl.
They really were all just bunching up ready for me to... What? No!
Combat is a healthy blend between using your lightsaber and the Force, and when done correctly, looks and feels very fluid. It's always fun and rewarding to watch someone gradually become more natural with the tools they're given, while slowly but surely becoming a more dominant force in the world.
Oh, he has friends. I need help. I need aid.
Probably more fun than swinging the lightsaber at enemies is bouncing their bullets back at them. With future upgrades, this only gets easier to do, but nonetheless, it never gets old seeing the stormtroopers tick themselves out by shooting lasers at what is essentially a mirror.
Yeah. That's what I thought, dudes.
As she gained proficiency with her lightsaber and dispatched her opponents quicker, she started to pick up a lot of momentum with the story. It's in the tombs of Zeffo where she picks up her next force power in the form of Force Push and unlocked access to the next planet, Kashyyyk.
Ah.
Force Push gave her a ton of stuff she could do on Kashyyyk, but against her better judgment, she listened to us instead and ended up going to Dathomir after all. You can go to Kashyyyk or Dathomir. So basically you got a new planet, or you can go to the one that...
I'll go here.
Cool. In Dathomir, there's a fun surprise. Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Let's do it. I think I've leveled.
I think she's ready. The exterior of this red desert planet showed her right away that things were about to take a major step up in difficulty. Almost as soon as she got off the ship, she learned why she made a good call waiting to come here. Almost 6 hours into the stream, and she crashed headfirst into her first brick wall of the game.
Perhaps we could help each other. You see,
Is this where he's from?
I'm not your enemy.
Your actions say otherwise.
Wait,
I'm
hold
just
on, I'm
showing
not
up. That's not an action. Oh, God.
In order to progress, she had to take out 2 Knight brothers who were a cut above those stormtroopers she'd encountered on Zeffo. Thanks to their thick posture bars and their ability to block, it was finally time to settle down for her next lesson in parrying. Okay, Taryn, you gotta fight some Mauler twins.
Ew.
Over the course of her journey, I noticed how she had a much easier time dealing with the humanoid enemies, and I think it comes down to her background with souls. Nevertheless, the challenge here was that there were 2 of them. Eventually she got smart and remembered to use the Force, quite literally, and realized she could slow one down while she focused on the other.
Woo!
Unfortunately, the Mauler twins were just the appetizer for Dathomir, and plenty of them are waiting for her behind the checkpoint. This gauntlet was the real challenge all along, and having a bunch of boyfriend banter in the background wasn't exactly the encouragement she was looking for. What I can say, though, was with her dying every 5 seconds, someone had to keep things light. Yes, Tarny, let the hate consume you. Now, kill him. Oh no. All in all, she managed to get a handle on the Knight Brothers' movesets and actually made some progress on the planet. I'm proud of you, Taryn.
Thanks.
Having made a dent in the harshness that is Dathomir, my girlfriend decided to call it here for her first day of playing, and I couldn't really blame her. With that being said, we needed to give her a reason to come back, and chat begged her to look around the corner before shutting things down. Luckily, they were looking out for her this time, and wanted her to have one last upgrade so that she could be hyped to come back the next day with something new at her hip. The start of the second day brought my girlfriend to the Wookiee planet of Kashyyyk. Well, technically she had a quick errand to run before that. This is taking forever. Yeah. Oh, baby. Okay.
I'm gonna be the pinkest
I
Jedi
think we
Knight
found
ever.
Taryn's outfit. Collectibles are the main reward for being a diligent explorer in Jedi Fallen Order, and although my girlfriend would normally be nonplussed about searching for trinkets, she was incentivized to diligently hunt these down since they allow her to customize.
This one's pretty cool.
We're getting the customization out of the way early today.
I feel like this red one makes us look like we're bad guys.
New parts for her lightsaber, paint jobs for the ship or BD, and outfits for Cal were all the encouragement she needed to go out of her way to find these boxes. I like the brute force approach, Taryn,
Because
by the way.
I'm mad at the finesse.
You're just like... You're just like so done.
Like whatever's in that chest, it's not meant for me.
As you can imagine, the pink and blue ones were her favorites, and the Jedi Masters in the chat were able to steer her to exactly where she could find her favorite colors after each new power was unlocked. Even with this surgical approach to chasing down the cute ornaments for her gear, she surprised me by detouring several times to grab a crate and see what was inside. She ended up finding a good chunk of the recolors despite wearing exclusively the pink ones for her entire playthrough. Yeah, if that had been a poncho, that would have been a bit of a letdown, right? Because you already got the pink one. After landing on Kashyyyk, the girlfriend squads up with some rebel fighters attempting to liberate the Wookiees. Even if you haven't seen the films, you've probably heard of Chewie, probably the most popular Wookiee from the franchise. It's long been debated if I'm part Wookiee by my girlfriend, but actually I just did a semester of school on Kashyyyk during my undergrad, which is where I picked up the language.
I was about to try and do a Wookiee sound, and it was not. That was so good!
That was my best try. Either way, these big-footed guys are who we're trying to save on this planet. These Wookiees look hungry, man. Can we cook them something? Oh. I love the interpreter.
Uh-huh.
like, and then she speaks like 3 or 4 sentences of dialogue for one. With the Wookiees rescued, Kashyyyk is put on pause for now, and we can head back to Zeffo. In true Metroidvania fashion, revisits of previous areas are a common occurrence, but with all the new abilities you bring back with you, things stay feeling fresh.
Where am I supposed to go again?
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop. Oh, main
Zeffo, I
objective.
think.
So we're
Now
going
that
back to
you have some
Zeffo.
powers.
Yay!
Something I've kind of glossed over until this point is that, like any good Metroidvania, this game has plenty of platforming, which you may recognize as the girlfriend's one weakness.
Whoops.
This was something she was struggling with from the very start of the game,
Whoops.
but Kashyyyk was where it really picked up, and it's only going to increase from here.
Oh, I died doing that? Huh.
Right from the tutorial, my girlfriend compared the movement to Uncharted, a game she's never actually played, but one she watched my roommate and I play around the time we first met. I think it's a fair assessment, as many of the jumps and climbing sections feel like you're on a rail moving from place to place. This is more or less a good thing for her because it ought to be a little easier, but where I think it sets itself apart is the use of the Force.
Uh-oh. Whoa! No, my lightsaber! Force, pull it back, pull it back, pull it back, pull it back, pull it back.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Pull it back.
Things like wall running, force pull, and later on the double jump demand a little more precision on her end when making a jump. All in all, it's a pretty forgiving game, especially since falls don't count as deaths, but nonetheless would be at times more difficult than the combat, which I found funny much to her chagrin.
I'm trying all the buttons.
Alright. I guess Beatty's having a good time. Anyways, the important unlock for the second visit to planet Zeffo is Force Pull. And not only does it unlock a ton of new areas, but makes her a bigger threat in combat as well. What I've noticed in a lot of the Metroidvanias my girlfriend plays is that when she gets a new toy, it quickly becomes all the rage. Force Pull is unlocked. Well, everyone is at the mercy of her grab attack now. You're getting pulled whether you like it or not. Oh my god. It's nice because she used to have a bad habit of never exploring beyond her bread and butter movesets, but where she takes it a step too far might be that it suddenly becomes her only method of attack, and she forgets she even has a beam sword at her hip.
I like that one.
I love, you do this with other games too, but I love it. Like, every time you get a new power, you switch to only wanting to use that. Like, you may as well not even have a lightsaber anymore. You're just running around waiting for the Force to charge up. Unfortunately, while we were busy on the power trip of Jedi telekinesis, she went and got captured by a bounty hunter.
No! That hurt. Oh, did he just take me out?
While she puzzles her way to escape, let's talk a little bit about Star Wars, or more specifically what my girlfriend's story with it is.
I'm in jail!
She's seen the 3 film trilogies, but where this plot really thickens is from a Star Wars t-shirt of hers. I've told this story about a dozen times by now, but the YouTube folks haven't gotten to hear it, so here we go.
So I need Beatty to do something.
Several months ago, Taryn wore her Boba It's Cold Outside shirt to the grocery store, and our cashier started talking her ear off about it. Sequels, prequels, spin-offs, and fan theories. He started absolutely bombarding her with questions about what she thought about this new show or those new characters. Mind you, this was the first thing in the morning, and she hadn't even had her coffee yet. If I remember right, we were at the store specifically to get more grounds.
Oh, that's a lot of bullshit.
Barney's in the cage. Anyways, while all this was going on, I just remember standing there thinking about how lucky I was that she was the one getting asked all the questions and not me.
My lightsaber's missing.
I know, I'm pressing the wrong buttons.
In hindsight, I think she may have been annoyed that I made zero effort to bail her out, though. When all was said and done, we walked to the car, grocery bags in hand, with things unusually quiet. After loading the trunk all by myself, I got into the car and braced myself for what was waiting. She shot me a hollow, coffee-deprived expression and was just like, I need to throw out this shirt when we get home. We told the story on stream that same morning, and we've been trying to get her to play a Star Wars game ever since. On the topic of t-shirts, if you'd rather talk about boy meets girl with your cashier during your next grocery trip,
That looks so cool.
consider checking out our new merch. We've got 2 incredible designs to choose from, and they're a great way to support Taryn and I. So that's my girlfriend's experience with modern Star Wars. And hey, look at that. She's made some solid progress and escaped.
Bye, Midge. It's my friends. See ya.
We've really picked up speed here, and things are starting to progress really fast. It's already time to revisit Kashyyyk and climb the origin tree on the planet. Navigating the world is made so much more digestible by using the map, and I think that's a pretty common sentiment in this genre. Fallen Order makes this exceptionally easy to follow by marking things you can't do yet with red, and leaving the things that you can do but haven't as yellow.
So I'm trying to head over there. Oh, damn. Okay. Unexplored pathways, important landmarks. Oh. This will be really nice if I remember to use it.
My girlfriend did not make very good use of her map. In fact, her neglect for it was downright criminal at times.
I don't even have a map or anything. I guess I wouldn't have a map of jail.
BD is the map, Taryn, so...
Oh, wait, BD's been my map the whole time? I
How many
missed
hours
that.
into the game are we? She much preferred the path of more resistance, where she'd wander around until she found something new. The winding paths through the levels can feel a little daunting, but the tools you're given at least make it much easier to parse out and understand the correct direction. When something requires a force power, it'll have a faint blue glow to it, and that tends to be the way forwards. I guess when in doubt, use the force. So it looks like you gotta go under the water, Taryn, girl.
Oh yeah, duh.
Duh, winning.
I had hints that there was underwater before, but now I really gotta go under the water. I love when I get to swim in games.
I like to give her a hard time mostly because she hasn't had this problem in previous games. Hollow Knight or Super Metroid were both examples where she studied and filled out every corner of the map. Not to mention, she was constantly checking them. It really had me scratching my head, but after sitting down and talking about it, I think we came to the conclusion, simply put, the fact that it was 3D felt a little overwhelming. And that, coupled with the world being fun to navigate, made her less eager to call on BD for help. You're always like looking away from where the game wants you to look. Up there. See the... Speaking of BD's help, as much as she loved the little droid, she never would accept hints from it. No matter how long a puzzle was taking her to solve or how lost she was, she refused the droid's handouts. In all fairness, she didn't want help from our chat either, so her stubbornness remains unmatched. But it's always going to be harder to say no to BD than our third wheelers. Boyfriends are always full of useless knowledge. I mean, it's true, but this isn't really my game. I don't have that much knowledge to share. As cool as it's been exploring the tree canopy with the new double jump ability from Kashyyyk, there's a much sweeter way to get around.
Whoa!
At the risk of invoking Toruk Makto, I'll say that the girlfriend was always destined to be chosen as the last shadow by the forest. Either way, this guy is the key to ascending to the top of the origin tree.
Do I get to ride the pterodactyl?
Giving us a lift?
Hell yeah! Oh! This is amazing! The coolest stuff happens on Kashyyyk.
After riding her new friend to the top, she has to face off with the ninth sister.
No! The ninth sister.
Found you again. You're done hurting this world.
One of the Inquisitors from the prologue of the game. She puts up a tough fight, and this is the first real battle with another Force user that we've gotten so far. But, motivated to protect the honor of a fellow pterodactyl, the girlfriend victory was a decisive one.
Bye-bye, sister.
Our hint on Kashyyyk points us back to none other than her favorite planet, Dathomir. Thankfully, she's much better equipped to handle it this time than her first visit. And with Force Pull, the Night Brothers are about as weak as your standard Stormtrooper. Oh, use the pull. Use the pull, girl.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, she's cleaving the boys. It's at this point that I'll mention there are stim upgrades hidden throughout the game, and you can reach a cap of 10 by the end of your playthrough. She found one early, but has been rocking 3 for way too long. It's finally starting to catch up with her though, and the Gorgonzola Cheese Bat was her wake-up call. Oh no, it's the owlbear. I already mentioned how she preferred human enemies to the beasts, and this guy was proof of that. We were up pretty late working on him, but when she finally felled the brute, the payoff was well worth it.
Did he just fly away? The coward!
I swear you got him that much health before.
What the hell? This is a load of bullshit!
What a fucking tease. It seemed like a letdown after all the work to soften him up, but once again, chat saved the night by telling her to go a bit further so the girlfriend wouldn't go to bed angry. Where we sent our... Oh shit! It's not over, he's healed up, Taryn, go. Okay, I understand why Sam wanted you to keep going.
Ow! Oh! Beady, you okay, bud? You okay?
I think we did it. Did we win? Inside of the tomb of Dathomir, Cal has a vision of Order 66 being carried out against him and his master.
What's up?
Master, are you okay? No!
What?
What's happening? Why did the commander just...
Padawan, something terrible.
He's still not over the trauma from that experience, and in the process of reconciliation, he damages his lightsaber.
No!
So before we can continue, it's time to take a quick detour to Ilum to build a new one.
We're gonna build a lightsaber!
The way lightsabers work is that the heart of the sword comes from a crystal found on Ilum. Young Padawans usually make a pilgrimage to the planet to find their crystal, and we learned from that flashback on Dathomir that Cal hasn't been using his lightsaber, but his master's this whole time.
Damn. What? Why did it break? What?
Failure's not the end, my friend.
Beanie! Oh, Beanie's trying to make me feel better. Oh.
Since he's grown a lot on this adventure, it's time for him to build a new one and embrace his identity as a Jedi.
What? I get to pick the color. There's pink. Oh, that's badass. Oh my god.
With her new saber created and color coordinated to the rest of her outfit, she can finally head back to Dathomir and wrap things up for good on that miserable red rock.
I'm here. Damn.
Master, who will honor your teaching and your sacrifice.
Whoa.
You chose to return,
I love
Brave.
that saber.
but not wise.
We don't have to be enemies.
We will need this.
There she goes again.
A duel with Malicos, the de facto leader of the Knight Brothers, and a Jedi who's embraced the dark side of the Force, stands between her and the inner sanctum.
Dathomir will be your grave.
BD's like, I'm getting out of here.
Thankfully, she gets some help dealing with the usurper.
I was wrong to think you could stand with me.
Use the Force. Use the Force.
Die well.
Thanks, girl. We gotta stick together. No!
Get up, Cal Kestis.
Oh, this is a 2-on-1 fight. Oh, fuck yeah! You're not dead yet. Oh, that's awesome. Ah! Get him, get him, get him. Yeah, yeah. Good work, Marin.
What is this?
It's magic, bitch.
Malicos. Dathomir will be your grave.
Bye.
In the sanctum, she finds a sister and the Astrium. We'll take them both.
I will join you.
Yay!
You will?
And now it's time to return to the vault all the way back on Bogano.
I brought company.
You found it.
Oh, well, who's this? What's that supposed to mean?
It means I'll be joining you.
The holocron with all the Force-sensitive children's coordinates is finally in reach, but just when we thought we'd secured it, the second sister shows back up to snatch it from us.
Had a bad feeling I'd see you here.
With Bogano overrun by Imperial forces, we flee the planet and have to take things right to their doorsteps.
You cannot let her get away with that cube.
Before that, though, my girlfriend has finally proved herself worthy on this journey and is due for a promotion.
I'll have a Jedi with me.
She's still got the Force!
Kneel.
With the team assembled, it's time to touch down at the fortress and steal back the holocron.
Oh, this is quite large.
This final stretch is where everything comes together. All the powers and tools we've unlocked get used to progress down a hallway of absolute carnage where my girlfriend styles on every single stormtrooper, security droid, and purge trooper in sight.
Look at the robot go.
This is as much a final challenge as it is a victory lap.
Whee!
And waiting at the end is a final showdown with the woman who instigated all of this way back at the beginning of the game.
That won't change anything.
Trillo, I saw what you've been through. You've experienced
Oh, I'm gonna
great
try
suffering.
and change her back to the light side.
It's not too late to let it go.
I knew you'd come back for this. No, thank you.
Where did she put that thing?
You'll never make it out of this place alive.
The fight with the sister is tough, but nothing she couldn't handle. Let's just thank God she's human-sized.
As I have.
Like, no thank you.
Parrying and using the Force are the key to success here, but the pink saber's dual-wielding special attack was the real meat of her strategy. Breaking posture and hitting her with a double swing deals massive damage and proved to be the best strategy for our fair lady.
Okay. I got the cube. I got the holocron.
Cal! I need to do this. I know the darkness that is eating you up inside, and every day we choose to either feed it or fight it.
Fight it, Trilla. Fight it. It is never too late. Is that Vader? Is that Vader? Oh my god. He's choking her out. That's fucking Darth Vader!
That doesn't look good.
Oh my god. I would recognize that breathing anywhere.
The great granddaddy of Star Wars villains has taken notice of my girlfriend's proficiency with the Force, and she knows exactly what this means.
You would be wise to surrender.
Am I about to fight fucking Darth Vader?
Yeah. Probably.
With no other options but to fight, I guess she's gonna have to make a stand.
Surrender.
No! No, I will never surrender!
Vader's mastery of the Force is far stronger than anything she can muster. So for now, it's time to engage in the honorable girlfriend tradition of running away.
We are fucking running from Darth Vader.
Let's go.
Oh my god! Speedy, do your thing, do your thing.
Let's get out of here. Come on. Stay back.
Oh my god!
Oh!
Not to break the tension, but I'm under contract from our leading lady to tell you that she pulled off that escape sequence in one take without a stunt double. You can go check out the VODs to see for yourself the historical accuracy of her claims.
How did he get there? I was on the elevator! Oh my god! Fuck! Oh my god! Oh, Beanie saved you! Beanie saved me! Beanie, no! Wait! Seer's okay!
I won't let you take those children.
Seer's going all mama bear. Oh, damn. Oh god, am I about to like lose my breath? No! Oh my god, Marin's saving us! Marin's saving us!
With the holocron recaptured and the crew safe,
Hi, Beanie.
You too.
her mission is finally complete.
So now what?
Well, she's got to start hunting down those Force-sensitive children, right?
Their destiny should be trusted to the Force.
Am I about to I freaking destroyed the holocron. I just spent this entire game getting that thing.
So where to now?
One mission ends and another begins.
I mean, do it for the kids, I guess.
The galaxy is still under Imperial rule, and hope is in short supply. But never tell her the odds.
We gotta keep the kids safe. The
We
tardy
did it
mama
for the
bear's
children.
coming out. Man, thank y'all for coming along
Hell
with
yeah,
us
let's
on
see.
this.
I see some already, but let's get more Tarny Pats in the chat for Taryn for beating yet another game. I want to extend a huge thank you to our patrons for supporting us and making these videos. An extremely big thanks goes out to our Sixth Wheels, Daniel Rogers, Gizmo, Isaac Vogan, David Webb, Mace, Albino the Infernape, Shane Boy, and Cerberus. It'll be up to them to decide when she tackles the sequel, but for the time being, she's a survivor.
I need to go back and get my pink poncho.
If you're not older than Knights of the Old Republic, you're too young to be up this late.